at the time, the nation only had Gold Star mothers and Gold Star wives, and there was no question who the members of those two organizations were. In late 1980s, 1989 specifically, the world was kind of at peace, and the Vietnam War had been over for almost 15 years. But we, the Gold Star children, like those you see behind me in the background, were wondering, what's this wall all about? What does it mean for us and this experience that we endured as children? And so I asked a question, not expecting this to be a 36-year journey, but just ask a question to get an answer. And indeed, it became a 36-year journey that doesn't have any foreseeable end. What Sons and Daughters in Touch has done is given a home and a community of understanding to the Gold Star children from the Vietnam War. And we estimate that there were 20,000 of them. But it also set a standard so that a couple years later, the Gold Star children from World War II formed a similar organization. Other organizations have been formed with the understanding that this is a no-brainer. If America sends its service members to war and they're not, some of them aren't coming home, what are we going to do about the kids they leave behind? Not only kids, but you have spouses and parents and siblings, but in this case, the children. I think the one thing that has been both good and bad about the legacy of Sons and Daughters in Touch is that after 9/11, a cottage industry of organizations has sprung up. Some of them do incredible work helping families, whether they were killed in action or whether they were military survivor families, as they're known, where they lose their lives outside of war zones, but still serving in uniform. And they're both incredibly painful and emotional losses. But this cottage industry, where there are now untold numbers of organizations that profess to do work on behalf of Gold Star families, military survivor families, that's a wonderful thing. But I think it also it sets the community up for saturation and redundancy and things like that that probably aren't necessary.